This is Common Picks by the Glick.
Hey, and I'm your host, Jason Glick.
Hey, Jason, what do you have for us today?
Well, today, John, I'm going back to that inexhaustible well that is Marvel events. Because you know how it is. Like sometimes they'll have like a couple of these every year. Sometimes it seems like it will never stop. Like they're just like gonna keep throwing stuff at us because like, hey, like the only thing people read is Marvel events. Because hey, if you want to keep track of the overall narrative of the Marvel universe, well, you don't need to read the comics, well, the individual comics. You just need to read the events. Oh well. But as far as Empire goes, it's one of those weird ones where it's just kind of like it didn't spring up naturally from an ongoing story, like say in Infinity or the War of the Realms, which was like something that was set up for years in the Thor comics. Empire is something that was dug up from the realms of Marvel continuity, like in the old like something that stemmed from the old days of the Kree Skrull War back in the 70s. Basically, it's like one little note. While everyone knows that the Kree and the Skrull are like have been at each other's throats for like forever. I mean, hey, it's like everyone knows about like that whole Kree Skrull War. One thing you may not know about that war is that it started when the Skrulls like visited the Kree's home planet, and it's like and basically put set them against like these other aliens like the Kotati, a bunch of like plant aliens who basically won the Skrulls' favor in this conflict. But then the Kree slaughtered the Kotati, and then like took the stuff that the Skrulls had earmarked for them in their win, and thus began like a decade the beginnings of like an interstellar empire and like a millennia long enmity with the Skrulls. So, and so that's something that's been like a key cornerstone of like Marvel continuity right here. In Empire, um, which is which is co-plotted by Al Ewing and Dan Slott. Slott, who everyone will I know from like last week's podcast. Ewing is Marvel's new golden boy after his success with the Immortal Hulk, which has been really it's like really good and basically like finally validated Ewing's talent. I mean, God knows like he's been a writer worth reading since his days on it's like uh, it's like on Loki, Agent of Asgard, and his criminally underrated runs on it's like New Avengers, AIM, and its follow-on series. It's like of like USA Avengers. So so it's great to see that Ewing is finally getting the respect he deserves, and he's been in the T along with Slott. Well, along with Slott, because Slott's basically in kind of the backseat driver role here. He's being tapped to do this. It's like this event series. But as far as like what does this have to do with the Kree Skrull War? Well, this goes back to the Kotati, the alien plant race that was slaughtered. It's like at the outset of the Kree's beginning for like, universal dominance. Well, one of their it's like these plant it's like this is something that like I've had it's been a learning experience for me in the sense that like I've not heard a lot about this like this history like with you talk about like oh well apparently like there's this like Avengers the swordsman who like was set to betray them but didn't but then was his apparently his he died but then his mind was absorbed by this Kotati and then he wound up it's like like going having a romance with space like with space empath and kung fu specialist Mantis, and they had this kid together. The it's like Koi, who apparently is like set to be like the space society was gonna like bring peace to everyone, or like the kind of peace that comes with like murdering everyone else, which is kind of where this event series begins because it starts because Empire starts with two prologue issues on the Avengers and Fantastic Four side because this is very much an Avengers slash Fantastic Four event. Basically, the Avengers like have been basically been brought back into contact with Koi and the Kotati, and they've basically been told that well, it's like here we are, we're trying to live our lives the best we can. It's like and hey, here's your favorite like Space Avengers baby, Koi, who is going who is just trying to defend his people against the this new Kree Skrull alliance because hey, after like millions of years, the Kree and the Skrull have finally decided to put aside their ways and unite like under like under an emperor. He's kind of a figurehead at this point, but he's also Emperor Hulkling, the like it's like the young Avenger who is like the son of like cap of the original Captain Marvel. It's like and a Skrull princess. So he's basically leading a unified Kree Skrull alliance to to wipe out the Kotati who've taken up residence on the blue area of the moon. And the Avengers, well, it's like they're kind of like, what the Kree and the Skrull are coming to wipe out our favorite space Avengers baby Messiah? No, that's not going to happen. And that's kind of like the start on their end. But as far as the Fantastic Four goes, well, they've basically found aside the prologue issue written specifically by Slott basically shows them rescuing like two two kids, one a Kree kid, another's a Skrull kid. They've been forced to fight in this arena for everyone's amusement. It's like and it's just a reminder of what the what this war cost these people over the years. And also there's some fun casino hijinks with Franklin, Valeria, and their mom. Whoops. And and basically as the Fantastic Four are going back to Earth with these kids they've liberated in tow. Well, then they come across the Kree Skrull armada, and they figure wait, what's going on here? And they get the lowdown from Emperor Hulkling, and they find out, well, okay, this all sounds reasonable, but basically the series starts off with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four at odds with each other, and and ultimately while the Avengers do manage to get the upper hand over the Fantastic Four and all, well, that's just a prelude to the fact that, hey, big surprise, turns out that the Kotati weren't being completely honest about their intentions. It's they basically want to see they're basically pissed about how they've been treated all these years, and now they want to wipe out all sentient meat life in the in the universe. And Koi, well, he's been fed this particular line of vengeance from his dad, the Avengers whose memories have been stuck in a plant person, the swordsman. It's and well, he's the plant person who's been stuck with the mind of an Avenger and whatnot. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's the kind of insanity you expect from a Marvel event. And he's basically the Kotati are out to take out everyone, and so now you've got big this plant this big old plant empire just looking to wipe out everyone else, and that's basically the thrust of Empyre. So how does it go? Well, the core series, as detailed in the Empyre collection, is basically 10 issues, 2 prologue issues, 6 issues of superhero punchy, and two epilogue issues basically set up hey, what's coming next for Avengers and Fantastic Four storylines. As far as things go, I thought Empyre was fine. It's Ewing does a good job. Ewing and Slott do a good job just keeping the action going at a really fast pace. There's some twists there and some funny lines as well. I mean, it's kind of the bare minimum of what you'd expect from from a big Marvel event. And overall, and in terms of something that was dug up from such musty continuity, they do a good job of bringing you up to speed and keeping things relevant. But as far as surprises and unexpected twists, over the course of the series go, I don't know. It's there's not really a whole lot there. I mean, there is a feeling that we're driving towards certain specific plot points, and there are some and while there are some cool moments here, when Hulkling manages to stop Mjolnir's attack on his sword when he gifts the his magic king sword to T'Challa in order to stop a potential plan that may leave Captain Marvel dead. I mean, stuff stuff like that is fun. It's like, and I like seeing T'Challa. It's like like do his whole like, hey, you thought I was dead, but nope. It's like I was just faking it all along. Bit at the end, but I mean, it's like overall, it's fine. It's like I mean, it's like I've read worse events, like stuff that like feels like it has no relevance to the overall direction of the Marvel universe. Hey, looking at you, Infinity Wars, but Empire, like like basically sets up a story of like people fighting like space vegetables. It's like all over the all over the earth. It's like and it's like I think it's all right, but I guess that if you're not like fully invested in the ongoing story of the Marvel universe, or specifically if you're not wondering what's going on with the with the state of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. I mean, to be honest, it seems like it's going like that. I feel that there's going to be like some better follow up for this event series directed in the issues of Fantastic Four because Slott is currently writing this. Ewing isn't currently writing any Avengers series, but he is currently writing the Sword series that is spinning out of these events. And God knows, like seeing him just tackle a series it's like that on his own terms, and it's also going to be part of the ongoing like X-Men line as well. Which hey, it's like I am all about following that as you all know. But Empire, it's not bad. I mean, I'll admit I didn't pick this up right away. I waited until I saw like a decent markdown in it on Amazon. But overall, it's fine. It's decent. And I and one thing, no, it's like I'm getting ahead of myself here. But I think it's fine. But if you're following like the Marvel universe through its events, then Empire is perfectly fine. It's like I don't think it's like one of the best. It's certainly not one of the worst. But the writing is the writing is pretty decent, and the art which is mostly from Valerio Schiti, who does like does the main event series and the Avengers epilogue. It's like is pretty fantastic because Schiti is a pretty great artist. It's like overall, it's like and he can do it. It's like and he can deliver that kind of detail that you can appreciate, and he's like great with like big epic crowd scenes, especially in the Avengers epilogue issue, which it's just one of those moments where you just like want to look around and just see, what is everyone doing there? It's like, and who can I spot? It's like, so yeah, that was fun, but Empire, like I said, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of middle of the road, but if you're kind of interested in it, I'd recommend giving it a shot, especially if you can read all the side issues on Marvel Unlimited, because well, I know this is going to make me sound like a complete shill for the app again, but man, I love this thing because I mean, I bought the Empire trade paperback from Amazon because like I said, I got on a good deal. When it comes to reading all of the tie-ins to Empire, well, I've just got all I got to do is just bring them up on Marvel Unlimited. I mean, and so like if I want to like see, well, hey, there's a 4 issue Empire X-Men miniseries. Well, that sounds like very relevant to my interests, and it is because no, part of it was specifically written by Jonathan Hickman, but also all the other X-Men writers, like Benjamin Percy and like Tinny Howard and Jerry Dugan, like also contributed to it as well. Because while the start of that tie-in basically involves like Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, trying to unring the bell that she did when she said no more mutants at the end of House of M. Well, she tried doing that, and by trying to bring all of the mutants who died in Cassandra Nova's massacre of Genosha back at the start of Grant Morrison's X-Men run back to life. It didn't go well. In fact, all she brought back were zombies. But after some conferring with Doctor Strange, she basically managed to diffuse her spell, and basically won't diffuse her spell like after 30 days, so long as no one comes to Genosha after 30 days. Well, guess who shows up at Genosha like during this event? The Kotati. So they basically got their plans for for harvesting the island, but only to find out that there's all these zombies. So we've got mutant plants versus alien zombies. That should give you an idea of the level of seriousness that this event has, as basically involves like a lot of random X-Men plus the old ladies of horticulture coming along to try and it's like try and make sense of all this chaos here. For the majority of its run, it's just kind of like an escalating series of ridiculousness. It's like of people just like more people coming in, like more like the conflict like escalating like further and further out of scale, and it's entertaining in that regard. It's like right up until the end when it's like when Hickman takes over again. It's like and things like coast to a more like sedate end, which probably wasn't the best idea for the kind of story that was going here, but it does feel like Hickman is trying to underline the fact that hey, X-Men trying to bridge life between life and death. Maybe these resurrection protocols aren't like the best thing out here. Maybe this could be heading towards it's like a kind of like crazy end or not good end at least. So, but overall, it's like of the Empire tie-ins that I read, like the X-Men one is most relevant probably to the ongoing X-Men story at least. Oh, and I will say that the two Empire tie-in issues of X-Men that Jonathan Hickman wrote for the main X-Men series are pretty solid because we get a further idea of what's going on in Vulcan's mind. It's like after it's like like hey, he was a guy who was thought he was dead, but was just like floating around in like a extra dimensional fault. And it turns out that some other aliens were able to get their hands on him, and we get an idea of just what they had planned for him in this. It's in issue 10. Issue 11, however, is kind of like a pretty straightforward Magneto glorification issue. It's like as he leads a charge against the Kotati from Krakoa, and it's like and as illustrated by Lineal U, it's pretty fantastic as you get to see him like dropping repeated satellites on it's like on the Kotati general's head, which is a good like straightforward comedic moment. And also at the end when basically just underlines that hey, it's like Magneto, it's like hey, it's like his wallet like absolutely says bad motherfucker on it. And so yeah. But as far as like non X-Men related Empire tie-ins go, probably the most relevant to the main series are it's like let's see, are the like 3 issue of the Lords of Empire one shots, like Celestial Messiah, which basically like shows you Koi's it's like personal history and how he tries to cash things out in a mental throwdown with his mother Mantis. Emperor Hulkling, which shows you how Emperor Hulkling became Emperor Hulkling, and Swordsman, which basically shows you like the inner turmoil like suffered by this Kotati who is like trying to like deal with the fact that he's got this like merge of this filthy human Avenger like stuck in his head. These are fine, and I'm at that like a certain level of depth to the overall like conflict in Empire. Are they like absolutely necessary reads? No, but like I kind of wish that like they had made like a bit more effort to like accommodate like these particular stories like in the main one. Okay, and then you've got the tie-in issues like from Fantastic Four written by Dan Slott, which like focuses on the Kree and Skrull kids that were rescued by the Fantastic Four. It's like and how they're dealing with like with the fact that they were forced to fight in this arena like for people to gamble on like who was going to win, and like they were also gifted with or quote unquote gifted with the entire like a warrior history of the Kree and the Skrull empires respected. So basically these are kids like who are like genetically engineered to hate each other. It's like and they've got and now that they've been freed of that of fighting against each other for everyone's amusement, well what do they do there? Well, they get to serve in a tie-in story that basically involves Wolverine and Spider-Man coming in to fill the adjutant roles for the Fantastic Four, because while the adults are fighting out in space, Franklin and Valeria are stuck on Earth, like trying to take care of the kids, and also like and when they send the call out for like former Fantastic Four members to help give them a hand, well, Spider-Man and Wolverine it's like are tapped for this thing. It's like and it's a good story, and it also and and I guess because Slott was one of the minds behind Empire, like this gets one of the more key plot points in the sense that it's like the kids are kidnapped by the priests of Parma, a plant worshipping martial arts group in the Marvel universe, and they're basically used to want to use the kids like genetically engineered histories to basically drive a wedge between the Korean scroll like fighters. So like they say they basically like get this they get this device. What was it like some kind of Kree omni-wave generator, something like that, and basically try and like broadcast like their histories of hate between each other to drive the empires apart, but in a move that I can kind like it's familiar, but I can still kind of appreciate. The Franklin and Valeria get the kids to remember that hey like in the end like the only ones we had to rely on were each other, like when we were fighting in that intergalactic arena, and so we've got to it's like and so we're kind of like we kind of understand each other. We're ultimately friends, and it's kind of like they turn that hate into friendship, and it's nice. It's a nice sentiment, especially in this day and age and all. But oh, and then there's the two like Avengers related miniseries. One basically is like Avengers specific, and basically it shows you that what a couple teams of Avengers were up to in terms of like fighting off like the Plant Man. It's like in New York, the Kotati who led the invasion of the Savage Land and turned like Khazar's wife against against him. It's like and also like a Kree scroll. It's like a detachment to like one getting on the bad side of Quicksilver, Mockingbird, and Wonder Man. Like it's fine. It's like I can't say like it adds a whole lot to the event, but it's okay. I mean, for sure, a comic that I was able to read for free. I mean, that's cool. But then there's like Avengers Captain America, sorry, Empire Captain America, which basically like shows Captain America trying to get the organize the American armed forces assault against uh against the the Kotati, and it's all right. I mean, it's like on one hand I like see it's basically like a pretty straightforward like story like Captain America just like doing it's like doing what needs to be done. It's like and also just like showing how America just kind of like screws things up when it's not I'm letting Captain America like it's like run everything. So it's not like I said it's these tiny issues they're not bad, but they're just kind of like like really kind of okay. I mean, it's like I didn't get a chance to read everything that I wanted to because apparently like Immortal She-Hulk is still not available on Marvel Unlimited, but we'll see how that goes because it feels like that's going to be that's a one shot that's going to be written by Ewing, and I'm sure he's got something to say about how what about Jennifer Walters' like new status quo, especially since there's some dialogue in here that during the course of the series that ties into like his overall like his overall storytelling in Immortal Hulk. But as far as the tie-ins go, like I said, make time for the X-Men stuff. Everything else, it's fine. And as for Empire, well, like I said, the main the main series is I think it's a fine like Marvel like event. It's a fine Marvel event, but I can't say that it's like it really like gets like it's not the best, it's not the worst, but like it's still decent reading. I mean, like if you don't feel like ordering it for your library, that's probably worth reading on it's like on Marvel Unlimited if you have it. Which man, it's like whenever it's like I said, whenever I'm do like another Marvel series in the future, it's like I'm just probably gonna keep like digging into like all the stuff that's being offered. It's like on this app because well, I don't know. It's like I think I've already made good use of it. But man, it's like I've got my money's worth out of it. And if you read as much Marvel stuff as I do, then it's absolutely worth like um like paying paying the $70 yearly fee as it is. So, but overall, it's like Empire. It's fine, but it's like not something I would say you need to rush out. It's like and buy. There you go. Uh, John, it's like any thoughts on your end about any of this?
Well, that seems pretty solid. Your recommendation there. So, I don't think there's much else to say. So yeah,
Fair enough, sir.
yeah. I mean, outside of that, do you know what you're going to be talking about next time?
Next time, I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on Chainsaw Man, and assuming I can, it's like nail down enough people. Like I got other people I want to like drag in their input on. So it's like it. So like hopefully it won't be just me. So like hopefully we'll have some like guest stars. It's like guest stars in the sense that like they are like friends of this podcast and all. So
All right, sounds like a good plan. We'll talk to you next time on Comet Picks by the Glick.
all right, laters.